New video for the 12 days of Christmas. This video is going to be surrounded in doing old instances. So I'm going to have a list. Actually, I'll read it off to you guys really quick. The instances that I'm going to be doing is AQ40, which is Encourage 40 for anyone that doesn't know the abbreviations. Tempest Keep, TK. MC, Molten Core. BWL, Blackwing Lair. SSC is Serpent Shrine Cavern, where I am at right now. Karazhan and Naxxramas, and we're going to do Naxxramas obviously about the Lich King because we can't get into the vanilla one. It's a shame, I know. So I'm going to go ahead and do these, and I'm going to kind of produce what I make at the end of all of this, and kind of show you guys if it's even worth it to do this or not. From what I understand is apparently this is really good for Transmog. I'm kind of thinking that I'm probably going to make more money from the actual epics. So I'm going to go ahead and do a bunch of these instances here. And I'll kind of play it around, and then we'll go, and once I'm done with all of this, I will kind of add everything up, and we'll look at how much I've made over the few raids that I've done. And by the way, if anyone doesn't know where these raids are at, just go ahead and in the comments below, I've compiled a very cool Imgur. Not really cool. I literally just went on Wowhead and got a bunch of pictures and put them in. Okay, so what I've done is I've ran a few dungeons. I kind of found that it wasn't really that worth it for me to do all the dungeons, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, I know, and I'm going to take this time, instead of actually explaining the video and showing you a great way to make money with farming Transmog, because it really isn't the best way. I can see the value in it, and if you're looking for just straight up greens that you can sell at a cost, like, it is great to do, don't get me wrong. And if you want to flood the market with a bunch of greens, absolutely go ahead, and maybe you'll get lucky selling one or two. But I do follow Fat Loots, and I got one single drop that was actually useful to me. Now, and I only kept it to Karazhan and SSC and TK and Nax. So I took the really long ones, and I didn't do AQ40, which I know for a fact AQ40 is actually going to give me some Transmog gear. I didn't feel like it was worth it. I might as well just make an AQ40 video, which makes a lot more sense. So I felt like I was just going to stop here. I did make around 3k gold, I'd probably say, roughly, in about the hour and a half that it took to do all this. But, you know, with that amount, it could have been a lot better. So I really didn't want to kind of post it, and give you too many results, because it wasn't really that great. But at the end of the day, if you want something good to farm in terms of Transmog, try to keep it to dungeons, because they're continually farming. Or you can do AQ20 without killing the bosses and just killing the trash and resetting the instance. Or AQ40 is a great source of Transmog. So if you're doing those pretty weekly and pretty consistently, like if you like to run those, then do it. But obviously in a game like this, you can't just do things that aren't really fun. So I wouldn't put yourself in a situation where you're not really having that much fun farming something. So I would stick to the instances that maybe you are already farming in terms of mounts or whatnot, and just doing those. Maybe throwing the odd AQ here and there if you're really in the Transmog market. But if you're not big in Transmog, then you probably shouldn't be heading over here. But then again, you're not really watching the video for that kind of advice anyway. So I definitely think it's well worth your time to do instances like this, because it is going to give you some gold, and it's going to yield you some patterns as well. That's going to be really good. But at the same time, if you're not focused on Transmog, or this isn't something that you do, there's much better ways to get your feet into the Transmog market. Number one, like I said, is just running Encourage 40, which I didn't do, and going ahead and just running instances like anything from Wailing Caverns all the way to Uldum. Uldum is a really good instance. If you run a few Uldum runs, you're laughing. So you're going to make a lot of gold through Uldum. So and I kind of I feel like this is one of those videos that isn't going to yield that much gold, but at the same time, if you're one of those old content buffs and you really like to do old content, at least you can make a little bit of gold. Just go ahead and put the Fat Loots out on there, and obviously you sell your other stuff on the auction house if you really want to. But all in all, I kind of give the spot a little bit of a bust. This was my first time doing these for this transmog purpose, and it didn't really seem to pan out for me. Maybe you guys have better luck on it. I don't know. Go ahead and comment below if you do have really good luck with these instances. But I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and throw the towel in, call it quits, and we'll move on to the next video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.